Yo, hey, what's up guys? 17 trials, Titus team for Chimera, Ultra Nightmare that does a lot of damage. That's what I'm gonna show you in today's video. And let's quickly talk about the team, because sometimes maybe people get already a little bit angry because they see a mythical. What I want to show you in this video is that you can actually do some trials with your Titus. The rest of the team, what I have in here, besides the mythical, is kind of free to play. Of course, Mikage is a mythical, but also she's available for everybody, and eventually everybody gets one. And you can replace, for example, our base also with an Oella, and you can still do some fantastic trials, like maybe one or two less, but it's okay. There's some rumors out there that Chimera gets an overhaul and maybe trials are rated a little bit more than they are right now, so you get more points out of them. So why not choose a Titus that does fantastic damage also with trials? But this time I gotta admit, I got some help from a new cool tool that we already know. We did it in Hydra already. I showed you, Cruisen showed you, some others showed you already. There's a Ruddlebot right here. That is a fantastic tool for Hydra and Chimera. And now there's a Chimera version out of it, and I was immediately like, I gotta test this one. What does it do? You can make up all... The first part is like an auto clicker. It does all the auto clicking what you want. You can set up everything that you want turn by turn. Trial checks, everything. There's so many things you can do in here to make your team really nicely that it auto clicks it already, and that is amazing. I probably will make a tutorial later on when it's publicly available. Don't worry, it's just a couple weeks and everybody can get their hands on it. Don't you worry, just right now it's a little bit of a beta phase or something, and I was just lucky to get in there, and then I used that tool to my best advantage. So basically you do like all these rules in here, then it auto clicks for you, but also not only auto click. That is one part where I'm like, ooh, fantastic. This is nice. But not like it would make my life so much easier, because I still need to run those runs every time it fails. You know how Titus runs are. They fail so many times, and I still have to do it. So this time, it also has a preview button. This is fantastic. Unfortunately, I cannot press it right now because I did my Chimera already. And so I can't really press it right now, but it shows you the outcome of the run already. You press that thing, you see some numbers in here going up and down, and it does his magic, and then you see, oh, I reached what I wanted. I reached 17 try, what I actually was aiming for. And let's talk about the run quickly. In which phase are we right now? Because like what you see right now, the Ruddlebot, it checked it already, it knows the outcome, and I was just able, oh man, that's like heaven. Wait, let me go a little bit backward, because it's like heaven. You just know that my run will succeed when you do the thing. So I can recommend the tool to anybody. Like, it has Hydra and Chimera, two modes in this game that are the most frustrating. But let's talk about the team. It's for me, obviously, right now, full auto. But for you, you kind of have to do manual. And that's what Plarium wants you to do. I can do nothing about it, and I'm gonna use everything what I want. So, what we will see, we'll get 7 trials in this one. Actually, because, of course, we got a little bit lucky. Lydia is kind of an RNG bot. You do the A1 and you hope that's gonna be a true fear. But Lydia is one of the best champions in this game to make actually trials work. So by the core, it has RNG in there. And in this run, we actually get good RNG. So what we did, we placed with our base, increased accuracy, for example, and then we activated the first trial. Then we later on just got our true fear out there, and we activated 3 more trials. At this point, I will go over the trials later on when we reach the last thing. This one was activated by having enough debuffs placed and enough buffs placed and all these things. And then also we got our Brimstone activation. We got our, like the Brimstone HP burn trial. And then the middle one, the full hard one. I think you need to do like 750,000 damage or something, 2 million. I don't know, but obviously Titus does enough damage. What I have to admit, that the right string of the ram form is based because I have from the Grim Forest the Mythicum relic that gives my Titus a perfect veil. And without it, you will lose obviously 3 trials, but you still have 14 if you want to do this one. And it's actually a really nice one. And I think the ultimate form doesn't matter too much. We can just kind of skip it, right? Yeah, let's just skip it, not make the video too long. And hey, again, I was not doing anything. I was just telling the Ruddlebot to do the things that I usually do. Just repeat it over and over till it succeeds. And that's what happened. And that's, oh man, it still feels like a heaven. And yeah, let's go to the lion form. He will change in a second. And what can we do in here? Like when he's about to change in a second. Still, while we're just in the other forms, we're just pumping damage out there. And just, yeah, that's kind of nice when you have a Titus. And it pumps out the damage also while doing it. So right now we get like our leech from Arbaeus, we get the debuffs from all the others, and then we hope he's gonna hit in a second, what he did just, and we activated 3 more trials. Those are basically every easy one at this moment. And yeah, sadly it's a recording. Obviously I will not sit here for all day and then do a live commentating and stuff, because it's a little, you know how Chimera is and stuff. But yeah, we activated 3 more in here because of leech, debuffs, and the middle one, I don't know what the middle one, the easy one, it actually does, because it's most people just activate it by default. They just don't do anything crazy, and they activate it. What we also will activate is the shield trial. We will activate, I think that's it. Like the middle one, we will complete the whole string up to hard. And on the left side, we will do 2 of them, and on the right side, 1. And yeah, obviously, hey, with the Ruddlebot, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm so much more cleaner and more happy to actually get some teams running back. Like, I wanna create some new teams where you guys actually get a great outcome without these super 5 days of hustling to get your keys the right thing, 3 hours per day, because trials are sometimes really hardcore. So we got 11 trials right now, and I will do more teams and stuff. That's actually, we have our Chimera right now not open, so I can literally not do anything right now. It's kind of, yeah, I don't like it, but yeah, we got 13 right now. I think those should be everything. 7 plus 6? Wait. Huh. I'm confused. Ah, yeah, we got the shield one in that one. Like, we get actually 6 one in there. That's right. So for my team right now, it actually went to the ram form, beating up all trials just as I runted it. And then it went to the lion form. It's just continued. Yeah, I got all the trials that you set up, you want to have at this moment. And I repeat the run until you know it. And the repeating is not like hours. It is actually just per run. It's like at most 30 seconds and it knows, this one will fail, let me try another one. This one will fail, let me try another one. And that's actually amazing. Like, for real, I love it. So let's go skip a little bit forward to the Viper form. We'll also go over the stats and stuff, what I had and stuff. Yeah. But on this form, I actually do not do too many. On the left side, we do 2, the easy one, the middle one. On the middle side, we will do nothing. It's just impossible for this team. And on the right side, we will do 1. Because we don't have block debuffs or something that I can actually use to my advantage. I know there's some feral gear and stuff. I could do it. Yeah, I don't know how to set it up right now. But actually, I'm back of thinking about stuff in this stupid mode. Where I ran just my head against the wall all the time. Sometimes, I tried this team actually, just manual, and my best record was 16 trials, but then at the half point, like, I had like 1.2 billion points or something, and it just went down, and I was like, no, I want to show you guys a real cool team and stuff. Let me try it again, and since then I haven't gotten any better until now, because of the help of the Ruddlebot, and that's kind of amazing. Like, yeah, I would totally recommend that thing. Like put it on your wish list and stuff. Like, guys, this actually makes the game enjoyable. Actually, these modes, they're not so enjoyable, you know. So yeah, just yeah, make a wish list, guys. I swear to God, it was so much fun. Yeah, okay, we got 16 now. That's actually nice. That's actually what I wanted. I wanted at this point 16 trials, and for some reason I wasn't really able to program the bot that it puts the intercept what we have from Rixville on other champions. Like I laid them out so that everybody has it. Technically this could do 18 trials, but just didn't work for me because hey, some things are new to me too, okay? So sometimes I just don't know, like, but I will figure it out, okay? So let's skip this form. Also, let's talk about the damage. 1 billion damage is quite nice, right? Just for having already 16 trials. It's kind of amazing. Okay, let's skip to the last RAM form. And in this form, I actually told my Lydia to not use your A3, for example. I want the A2 because I just like it, like increase speed sometimes and stuff. But use more A1s at this point, so I have more chances to get the last true fear out there. Because at this point, I need to break the dual bar to get the last trial done. And that is, clear me out, guys. Can you do the dual even if you did in the first form already damage on it and stuff? Like, I think there was like, no, when you enter the second time the RAM form and you have not unlocked the last trial of the hard one, this one right here where you actually put the duel down, can you do this on the second go when you not have, maybe I'm a little bit, forget it. Whatever, we got 17 trials, that is amazing. And I love it. At this point, there's not much more going on with the trials, so I'm gonna skip a little bit forward. Like we have, let's focus up on the damage because that's also gonna rise a little bit. You know, it's not gonna stand still. So lion form, there's nothing else. Wait, yeah, there's nothing else we can do here. Like on trials, like damage, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, and you know it already. Like the counter's gonna stand still at some point. Like it's 2.14 or something. And then it's just over. Oh wait, yeah, I actually showed the trials right here, so you can have a visualized overview what I did and whatnot. But yeah, right here. So that's the ram form, lion form, and the viper. And overall, those are not targeted at this moment. Just as many trials as possible. And my goal was to do 9 trials at the ram form, what I couldn't do at this moment because of the intercept layout and stuff. But it's possible, totally possible. And yeah, those are the trials that you can do technically with this team. While full auto for everybody won't be in the pocket because, like, yeah, it's the Ruddlebot, but I said it again, keep an eye out for that one. It will be a couple weeks and it will be out there for everybody. And then you can do something with that. And if you're patient, hey, you can do that by yourself. That's what I did before, and I kind of got angry over time and enjoyed less and less of the game. But right now, I'm kind of enjoying that, you know? Alright, let's go. Just skip a little bit forward. Alright, this is the end score, 17 trials. While I did 2.3 billion. Like, it could be a little bit more. Like, I'm gonna invest in there and figure out some more stuff and But yeah, full auto. Let's talk about the gear. Alright, and for the gear, some things doesn't have to be totally like I do right now. Maybe you get less damage or something, but it's still fine if you get some trials running and maybe you sometimes don't have a relic that I have and you do less damage. That's all fine. You can just go with whatever you have. Just enjoy your game a little bit. You know, get the best out of the account what you can do. So this is my Titus. There is no bonuses and stuff for that. We got like pretty insane yeah, we got pretty insane stats. While the speed is not that fast. Usually I run Titus on 280 or something in other teams where I'm just damage focused. But this one is just slower because like Albeus, for example, have the buff increation. But she's gonna flip around a lot of times where I need her decrease speed and stuff. So this guy needs to go a little bit slower that they can keep up. They can keep up to let the shields to make that the Titus has your shields all time and they're not just going, yeah, out of durations and stuff. Yeah, Merciless and Zeal, we got, that's what I said already. Like, we got this one, it's the mythical relic from Grim Forest, and you will not be able to do 3 of those crests in this team particular when you have not this relic. Is kind of, yeah, I know I just try to get the best out of my account, you know? This is just personal enjoyment what I do right now. And I hope I get you guys also to enjoy the game a little bit more. So I got Crushing Rant, it's a 6-star. So he hits pretty hard. These are the masteries. While I wouldn't even go for Helm Smasher right now, but it's just go for me because like the Relic ignores a lot of defense. I have like more ignore defense and stuff like there. So usually I would go crit damage, but that is just a little optimization and stuff. So let's go talk Wixrow. We got him in a Merciless and Shield set because that's just like really fitting for him. And my HP and defense are quite okay, could be higher and stuff. Like, yeah, I wish I could get a little bit more. But yeah, they're totally fine. And we got 311 speed. Yeah, and like resistance and accuracy, but yeah, I haven't said it yet, but yeah, if you need accuracy, of course, like you place debuffs, you gotta have the accuracy, and resistance is like the #1 thing that has every team with a Titus. Like resistance is #1, like you gotta go on 550 at minimum, and when you use other champions, like him for example, and he has this mastery right here, then you can actually gain a little bit more resistance. Well, you gotta be a little bit aware of like magma shields or something, because they actually take a spot of a buff that you place on a champion. While it would make sense on Wixrow maybe right now, because he actually places the magma shield. I'm not 100% sure if this relic and the mastery together are triggering. So I just wanna talk about it, that you kind of might have to consider that you maybe go a little bit more resistance later on your champions, because you have spaces like Gear Shield, Magma Shield, or maybe him, I don't know, just you gotta be aware of that. So yeah, shield and we went over the things already. I have the Magma Shield, of course. Like when you don't have it, you just do lesser damage. It's fine. It's also about the trials, you know. So yeah, there's nothing to, yeah, okay, I got Brimstone on him, because like the Brimstone will be needed for a trial for the Ram form. So yeah, you gotta have that on somebody. And yeah, if you got more champions in it, it's kind of a little bit better. So you place that Brimstone a little bit more often, and you just have maybe, yeah, you got the timing that you actually benefit about it and stuff. So yeah, the masteries are like this. I think I showed them already. All right, let's talk about the next champion, Arceus. First, I pulled her and was like, oh, I don't know, like, it's too much flipping around and stuff, because she has nice skills, like, nice effects and everything, and buffs and stuff, but just so much flipping around. But if you really wanted to make it great, you can actually do this. Alright, let's talk about the gear. Wait, let me go first form. First form looks just way better. Alright, it's protection, because she does some buffs, and we want to increase our, of course, our damage. That's pretty fine. Let's talk about the stats. Like, yeah, this is just defense wise. I made her defense based, like she survives more, 310 speed, and of course accuracy and resistance should be on point. What actually mine is not so much, like 545 is not quite on point, but it's still a high chance to resist something. That, yeah, and with the masteries and stuff, that it's gonna happen. So I have Aspect on Zero on her, because she's my target. Like, she has the lowest crit damage, so she's gonna be the target about the Ram form. And then of course sometimes maybe your shield or the boss crits or something, and then it's just gonna threaten you. Actually, if you have enough turn meter with an Aspect of Zero, it's just gonna save you immediately. There will, you're basically immune to damage at some point if you have enough turn meter. So, alright, and yeah, Brimstone another time, because I wanted it to happen on the Ram form as often as possible. And masteries, like again, like it's basically the same core. Wait, is this one? Buffs by yeah, like you get more resistance out of this one. Of course, I went for resistance because like that's highly needed. And yeah, the rest is kind of standard, nothing too crazy. Keep an eye out that you don't use something like this sometimes. And some teams it's totally irrelevant if you have it or not, but sometimes it breaks your team. So in my scenario, probably it wouldn't. But usually I go with the 100%. I know who gets which turn meter when, and who doesn't take a double turn because they overrun each other and stuff. Maybe it's super important. So I usually don't go for those things. Who else was in the team? Oh, the RNG lady. She should be called RNG lady because her A1 is probably the most... The champion is basically really good in Chimera. With this mastery right here. If you have a 3-star, this not mastery, I'm sorry, this blessing. With a 3-star or a 1-star, it's kind of meh. You maybe want to risk it. If you use the Ruddlebot, go ahead, use it with a 1-star and a 3-star. No problem, because your chances are lesser and lesser. So, yeah, fine, you can totally do that. It's just like, if you do it manual, I wouldn't even recommend like using Lydia without the 5-star. I was buying her, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited. So, this one transforms your fear into a true fear, sometimes. Not all the time. If you have a 6-star, that would be better. And then the rest of her kit just makes so much sense. She has so many things in there that you actually want in there. That's cool. Just the A1 and the blessing is kind of a RNG festival. So let's talk about the stats. Because I think I don't have too crazy. Like, it's just on survival again, where I was just basing it. Okay, I got 340 speed. It's kind of a little bit high. But yeah, it's Fero gear. So this kind of comes naturally with a lot of speed and stuff. And yeah, like accuracy, resistance, and survivability plus the speed. Of course, you can make up a different setup than I did. And you can use your Lydia with 280. Yeah, that's totally fine. But I usually, if you go higher stages and you want to do more and more stuff, you try to go as fast as possible. And yeah, Relic, this one is just for the resistance. Yeah, that's basically it. And Masteries. Alright, that's about her. Who was the last champion in my team? Lydia, Abeus, Titus, Rixwell. Damn it, who was the last? Wait, let me see. You gotta stick with me quickly. Because this is kind of a nice, like, little, look at the damage. Okay, that's not only my damage, but look at the damage. Yeah, don't you go against me. Yeah. Actually, like, yeah. Who was the last one? Oh, Mikage. How could I forget? Actually, how could I? Alright, let's go. Oh, she's number 1. So, set is a protection set. She's also just made on survivability. She has good defense and a lot of HP, so she doesn't die. 325 speed, and then accuracy and resistance, of course. Like this on her, you can go a little bit lower accuracy because her skills does like, really does it? Yeah, ignores resistance and stuff. Like, so you can go a little bit lower. That's totally fine. Keep that in mind. Maybe you have forgot it or something. And then I got a relic on her for the just for the accuracy, basically. Yeah, it's a 9-piece protection. And yeah, we got cruelty. I don't know if it makes that much sense. My Titus ignores a lot of defense because of the relic and stuff. So let's go. And yeah, masteries. They're probably exactly the same like most of them. Like we got this one this time. Okay, that sometimes helps a little bit out. Actually, I see that I don't have this. Huh. Yeah, I probably should change a little bit in here because that one is actually really nice to get my resistance up a little bit more for everything that I just need. And she does actually two... Does she? Yeah, she does 2 buffs in my team that actually like gives me more resistance. So yeah, that's all about it. Yeah, I really swear this program right here makes your life so much easier. And yeah, I finally enjoy the game a little bit more. But that will be about it from me. Full auto team if you have the Ruddlebot, and a really good trial team if you just don't and you want to do it manually, right? That's about it. Make sure to press the like button, subscribe if you haven't done already, and yeah. Have a nice day.